Hello, our good friends on Facebook. Welcome back. Yes, the dynamic video duo. Michelle is behind the camera. Welcome in. And I guess if I didn't say it, Happy New Year. It's February. But anyway, Happy New Year. And a blustery day at that. It is. Anyway, okay, so it actually took me almost a month to get this information for you guys. This is information I've been trying to compile over the last 10 years. And I wanted to show you guys why a lot of the news lines, the headlines that you're seeing, are false. And so here we go. So it's titled Facts, Not Fake News, which I thought was kind of cute. Anyway, 2013 to 2022, okay? The number of listings that we're taking, these stats are from Berks County Residential, okay? So, and this annual here. So there were 6,875 listings taken in 2013. Okay, you got that? I'm just setting this up for you. The number of sales that year was 2,588. The average sale price was 160,183. The days on market were 72. The absorption rate, remember what that is. If all the listings were just to stay put and no new listings came on the market, it would take 3.64 months for the whole inventory to go away, all right? And there wasn't an appreciation rate that year for some reason because I couldn't calculate it. I couldn't go back further than that. Anyway, so look at this trend, guys. Look at this. 2014, about the same number of listings. Now we're going down in 15. We're going down in 16, 17, about the same. Down a little bit in 18. About the same in 19, down a little bit in 20, down a little bit more in 21, down a lot more in 22. And look at this with the sales. What you'll notice with the sales is more sales here, right? A little more sales here, more, about the same, about the same, about the same, about a little bit more, but then a little bit lower. So what's happening here is this gap, this 4,000 listings gap, is doing this. It's going down to a 400 listing gap. You see that? We are in an inventory problem. This is inventory. These are number of homes that are available to sell. Look at these prices, guys. 160, about the same the next year. A little bit more the next year, which is healthy. A little bit more the next year. A little bit more the next year. A little bit more the next year. A lot bigger jump here. A huge jump here, 2020. Another big jump in 21, and another big jump in 22. If you bought a house anywhere around here, this is what happened to you, okay? Days on market, look what they did. Look at they went up in 14. I remember that market very well. And then it started going down, 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 down. Why? It's an inventory thing. Absorption rate, we talked about that. Look at this continue to go down. 3, 2.7, 2.4, 2.03, 1.68, 1.5, 1.3, 0.8. And this is an important thing right here. From 2021 to 2022, look what happened. It rose. The absorption rate went up. Why? Well, interest rates and maybe, it's starting to change. It's changing again. It's slightly coming to some normalcy. I mean, guys, this is normalcy here, okay? Now, appreciation rate, here's a good one. Look at that appreciation rate in 14. It was less than 1%, but then it was a little over 1, 4.4, which is a sweet spot in my opinion. 4% a year appreciation is normal. 4 again. Look at it, 18. I forget what happened in 18 that caused that. There was something, but I can't remember what it was. Back up to 5. Look at this, 2020, double that, 10.4. Go up again, 11.85. And last year, we wound up at 8.96% appreciation. Okay? The experts were saying, oh, it's going to be less than 1. It's going to be 3. Well, it wound up at 8.96 in Berks County. Nationally, it was probably around 7%. Okay? So, look what happened during COVID shutdown. This average here, 1.36 absorption rate, look what happened in these months. 1.9. Now, we were shut down. March through May, we were shut. The governor shut us down. We weren't allowed to do anything. May was 2.2, June was 2.8, and look, it came back down to 0.9 in August. Same thing with days on market. May was 87, but the average for the year was 43. Kind of wild, right? What is that? Pete, this is all inventory. This is 100% inventory. Look at this example here now. The fourth quarter of 21, a $350,000 house had a 3.07% interest rate at that time. That payment was $1,414. You only needed $60,600 to qualify for that loan. Okay? Shoot forward a year. That house is about $360 now, right? Interest doubled, more than doubled. Payment went up $700, 600 some bucks, and you need $93,000 to qualify for that loan now. But here's something I want you to see. Today, the interest rate's at 5.875, which is less than this. And look at that, active listings on the market today. 308. Guys, that's low. The whole moral of this story, this is an inventory thing. It's not an interest rate thing. It's nothing else more than inventory, low inventory. And the minute this inventory starts to go up, things are going to start to come back around to some normalcy again, okay? That's factual. That's not fake. And this is the actual news, okay? Real quick, I went through the region. The whole region is running right about where we are. So we're pretty much close to what the whole region is doing. Region meaning 5 states, includes Philadelphia, the Shore Points, Maryland, Delaware, all about the same. So what should you do? Okay, if you're a buyer, what should you do in 2023? It says the mortgage rates will likely remain 6-ish, okay? So count on it not being crazy anymore. You saw the Fed just rate hike to 0.25. That doesn't follow the mortgage interest rates. The 10-year Treasury is what does the interest rate calculation. So if it goes up, it's not going to be much. Buyers should be sure to shop around for a loan since there will continue to be a lot of variable kind of rate things, a lot of deals. Buyers will also have more leverage both in terms and price and concessions. That is actually starting to come back. We're starting to see inspections coming back, some actually being able to negotiate a little bit, not having to make your mind up in 3 hours. You might have a week or something like that. So, and affordability might be a small challenge for some people. But again, I'm saying that if these rates still come down and normalize, it should be okay. All right. And what that means is, okay, all that affordability does is change your price range a little bit. It doesn't mean that you're not qualified for a house. It just means you might have to make some adjustments. Okay, that's what that means. Okay. For sellers, hey, if you're a seller right now, anybody who's waiting on the sidelines should expect an uptick in buyer traffic because of this, because it's coming down. Okay. Pricing's important. You got to have a professional help you price your house because sometimes the comps that we're using and we're seeing were in the chaotic mode. People were getting $60,000, $100,000 more than their asking price was not real. We're looking now more at listing prices and what they were listed at to make a more realistic pricing. So you got to be careful about that. Sellers who price their home appropriately, reflecting current market conditions, should find a ready buyer. You should be okay. Okay? And you should be prepared to negotiate a little bit. Lastly, so what's this year going to look like, okay? We're going to have low inventory, okay? We're going to follow inflation, and that's what's going to go on with interest rates. There's very little new construction going on still. There's virtually no subprime lending. Subprime has gone away. That was 2008. Because if you look at what happened in 2008, fast rising inventory, lots of new construction, rampant subprime lending, which is a no-no, a flood of foreclosures and short sales, rising unemployment, and prices were up 50% in 1 year. Okay? And in 23, low inventory, very little new construction, no subprime lending, very low foreclosure rate, strong labor market still, and prices up 10 to 15% in 1 year. Big difference, right? There you have it. The sky's not falling. Okay? It is you find your house. Okay, you can get an interest rate, and you can always change it someday if you want to. Okay, so there's your news. And sellers, you're still good. You're really still good. The prices are going up. They're not doing this anymore, but maybe a little bit lower than that this year. Okay, so it's still going to go up. All right, Thanks for tuning in. This was a little bit longer, but I hope it helps some of you. If you have any questions about your personal situation, call, text, messenger. What was the last one? Oh, smoke signal. So you have a blessed week. We'll see you next week. Take care.